Ashtras, a very powerful feature from sanatanarts.com. So the way to access Astras, Astras are like divine, uh, magical uh, powers or machines or systems that help you uh, manifest something in the world, even money, material wealth, popularity, a certain fan following, or anything. But there is systems to work with, for each system. And that's
Astra is a transcendental and supernatural weapon created by the gods and presided over by a specific deity. To summon or use an astra, one must have the necessary knowledge, that is, the specific mantra that will arm, direct, and disarm astra. In Mahabharata, Arjun had more astra than any other warrior. Arjun had almost all astra except Narayan astra. There are also specific conditions that must be met in order for a warrior to be able to use an astra. A warrior must have the knowledge necessary to arm, control, and disarm the supernatural weapon. This generally takes the form of a mantra and generally passed from teacher to student by word of mouth. Not surprisingly, this knowledge is passed on only to most qualified students.
So to access the Ashtras, you just scroll down so you can all the way down to see the tab bar menu, and then you click on multiverse on the left hand side, second left menu. You will see the global village, but then there's a sandwich menu. Click on the sandwich menu on the top left. Here you will see a whole bunch of other features of multiverse, and there is, of course, you see Sonata Global Village, the top one, which is the most popular one. Then there is at the bottom Kales, so you see you can play games here, for kids. This is just one sample. As you can see, we're implementing 300 games online. Okay, all Sanatana games, and then we have karma possible actions, which we discussed. Are mass movement actions, like for instance, getting votes from a community digitally or other ways. There are multiple ways, multiple modules are here depending upon what you need, or something like fundraising modules. These are all modules, means you can instantiate them for your business purpose, so it becomes your thing. It's not something that you're participating outside. It's your module, means you control the database and administration about it on the data for it. you know so here also for funding also is crowdfunding, digital funding, other fundraising systems available here. Mentorship portals, fundraising portals, project tracking portals, environmental thing, community feedback modules, book systems, alert systems, promotion systems and discount platforms, local entrepreneurs idea validation platforms. These are all modules you can create. You can just pick them and put them into your system, into your website, and it works for you. Okay. So these global movement systems are called yantras, global yantras. Now we're going to see ashtras. Ashtras are for individual people or small group business people who want to accomplish great things. So your company or your community can instantiate naukuri.com or dice.com or monster.com, entirely for yourself. So you can have jobs listed, category of jobs listed, and people who apply for it, and we can match them, and then also conduct interviews. Service hub is more like Fiverr. Basically you have consultancy needs, like your business needs certain data entry work, certain photography work, certain image editing work, certain copyright work, certain legal work. All those are services that you need, and people who provide services you can connect with, as who are doing side hustles or official businesses, or who are doing jobs. You can connect with them and get services. And the travel care is for people who are traveling, complete multiple travel kinds of situation, like people who do pilgrimages, people who just wants to visit other luxury spaces, people who want to visit holy spaces, people want to visit yoga places, people want to visit the history places. All kinds of packages are available. You can create one travel service for each kind of a thing, which will help you with local bookings, local rentals, local programs, tickets, local amenity access, and buildings and everything. All of that will be there. Now Annaprasanna is a this is basically a DoorDash. You can implement a DoorDash module for your business globally. So you can build one DoorDash business module, basically, which will supply food, so I can create a module for only supplying Ayurvedic food. I can create a module for supplying only vegan food globally, for all the Indian diaspora. Or I can supply food that is whatever, I can specialize in a medicine, I can sell certain home remedies through Annaprasana. Okay. Then there's Indian Grocer. This is nothing new. Just basically, you can establish an international online grocery store with shipments. Merchant crafts, where this is where like all the watches, customary hats, consumer bags, artisans, like printed kind of things, or things that you put on your office, or decoratable things. Not needed things, but decoratable things that give you aura, the ambience, and the recognition. Like the certificates and all of that. This is the decoration part. Then there's a business assistant which help you with licensing, bookkeeping, marketing, legal, supply, and also payroll. It's a complete system for running your business or your NGO. You can instantiate this and use it. This will be like something like that you get from HR companies. So the whole HR company is yours here. Creative works. This will help you with artwork, design, software development, sourcing, and portfolio milestones. So if you go here, you will see uh, escrow systems will be there. Basically, it's a place where all the creative works, talents, new ideas, new thoughts are encouraged here, or tracked here. So it's almost like you can call it like a crowdfunding platform or Kickstarter platform kind of a thing. You can call that one. Okay, it's basically a whole instantiation of that, not just using it. And then conversion astra, this is I think one of the biggest ones. This we have 1,000 different places where you can reach. So this is like sales funnel. Conversion means you convert people into sales. So you can use this as a sales funnel to sell your ideas, sell your products, uh, do campaigns. Even campaigns are in sales funnels. You can increase your yoga belief in the world, or practice in the world using a sales funnel. Means basically you're making them convert. Means either convert into reading your products, buying your products, or understanding you, or following you, or volunteering for you, or doing the practice, or propagating your work, right? That's all conversion, and that's a huge thing. And the community events, you can organize local events, coordinate grassroots group management, anything that you want to do local community group wise. You can create community and events as part of Parivara Sangham Astra. Okay, this is that Astra. So this Astra you can achieve all that. Finally, the survey Astra is very powerful. Let's create one survey Astra, actually very easy. Go create Astra. So you can see survey builder. If you can build a survey, you can create reports, charts, and recommend and guide them afterwards. And you can create let's create an instance of it. So let's say we can use the passion dispassion model to start with, right? So I want to say Ravi Shankar, Ravi Shankar survey. Ravi Shankar concept survey. So I'm gonna call that, right, concept. Okay. So now I'm gonna description whatever, and public. I can enable comments. That means people can put comments in the instance, or they can be configured into social media where automatic posting, automatic content creation can happen, or AI assistants can help you, or e-commerce features for marketing, business running, sales funnels. All that will be part of it. So it did create, I think, Shashi Ravi Shankar concept. So it's a survey Ashtar. So if you click on that, I use the template, from that. So you see, there are like 15 questions, like category of questions. What kind of questions? I feel a strong sustained interest that I actively practice artwork. I strongly disagree. All that. Just explain the concept. You can go to edit, and you can make the survey anonymous. That means you can send it to anybody by a link, and they'll fill it. Or you can make it public. Means that anybody can join and do this if it's available. Like you can ask globally, hey, would you like to teach um, students, kids between 0 to 10 years old, the Bhagavad Gita? You can ask a survey, or you can do invite only for your own thing. So when you do public ID, sometimes you want verification requirements, so that they should be government ID verified, or Shishantra verified, or split test ID verified. Sometimes you want to limit it to only one entry per user, or for verified users. So that's why this is. So you can have invite only, or private or something, right? And you can invite people, delete the survey also, and you can have multiple versions. You can do survey versions. So we click on edit. Um, so in the edit, you can customize themes. Like for instance, click on customize themes, and I can select what kind of theme. Like here, strongly agree buttons will be shown, but you can show other frequency scales, never to always, satisfaction scales, very satisfied to satisfied to very satisfied, or very unsatisfied to satisfied. Okay, important scale, very important for me. You can ask them what is more important, Bhagavad Gita, or Vedas or yoga, which one you can ask, and you can select that. In emoji icons, you can also ask people in terms of emoji icons. You can tell them, okay, no, good, all right, just Unicode symbols, or star rating in the case of movie reviews. You can post a movie and ask people to review it like this. It's also a survey. We will also add things like you can also upload images, videos, audio for everything, more comprehensive. So on that. So also, like, your components, what is your components, you will see, like if you select check boxes, you will see something else. You can see icons, you can see animated buttons, you can do toggles. Let's pick toggle switches, and let's see if I can response themes. Let's select like Unicode symbols, or let's say maybe more better is like emojis. If you click on that and you click done, and then when you go back and check, you see now the questions will be like with these kind of thing, but the emojis will be shown as the answers, so you can pick that way, so when so, and you can also edit a section, the title and the description, or you can add questions, and you can modify questions, and you can move these questions to other sections. So now after you do that, you can save a version of it. You can name the version, or you can save it to this. If it's a default version, you cannot save to the same version. But if it's other version, you can save it, right? So with the survey version, with the power of this, is that you can collect data from people, and based upon the data responses they give, the AI will generate reports, what category they fit in, and everything. And we'll also have a data. Statistics for the entire entry. So if there are 100 people submitted the survey, we can conclude where all these 100 people fit into. Like, so if you are surveying an apartment, and we want to promote either yoga, Bhagavad Gita, or Advaita Vedanta, we can ask these questions, see where they fit, where this community fits, whether they fit in Advaita, or more in yoga philosophy, and then we can promote that teaching towards them, make them do that split testing and hypothesis experimentation for that. Also, this can also be used to grade so yeah, so this can be used because we are attaching you can add images, text feedback and video feedback, and also you can also attach a small JavaScript and Python code, which will run based upon the previous responses, and give you a new question based on AI or something, and answer that, So we can build, you can build a. This survey is right now basically a flat structure, but the survey can also be like hierarchical questions, like a binary tree questions to come to an answer, So the AI will keep asking you questions, dynamically generated questions in a hierarchical format based upon answers, and you can program them directly using JavaScript. What kind of decision it'll make before it asks the next question, so it's a very powerful tool. It will give you conclusions when you do that. So yeah, this is what we're working on it. Okay, and you can favorite it so you can always access it. Um, so yes, the Survey Astra is going to be a very popular one. It's already a popular one, and you can upload set of questions like JSON set of questions. I have questions which identify pain points, of people, and categorize them as they're having personal problems, relationship problems, group problems, politics problems, business problems, or global problems which they're facing and solving. And when we know what they're solving, what they're concerned about, through a survey, we can target them with a specific course or specific Mahashiva Lab split test or certain business offering, or to even make them a Sanatan consultant. So that's the power of these surveys. All these tools, surveys, community event Astra, sales funnels. You can create n number of sales funnels for each target and group. When community have full lead generation to upselling everything, cross-selling, retailing. their customers. Everything is there in the Conversion Astra. This is a new product. This is like that's worth like millions of dollars, just the Conversion Astra. Create your artworks. It's like one Kickstarter, business assistant, like HR program, payroll system. Merch crafts, you can sell your merchandise, which is printable stuff or easily decoratable stuff. Indian grocery stores you can implement. Annapurna like DoorDash or GitHub. Whole system, travel care, entire travel care is like the entire price line, for yourself, the whole website. Service up the entire Fiverr for yourself, just job bridge the entire Naukri.com for yourself. So that's the power of these.